You're watching S-StarTV, you don't know.
Right in the building, we've got Mr. DJ Logan Sama.
What's happening?
You good, sir?
I'm always good, mate. Always good.
Good. Yep, it's S-StarTV right now. Questions coming from myself. Let's get straight into it then, bruv. You're fresh from the Tinchy Stryder tour.
Yep.
How did that go?
Done my last date on Sunday. They're still on tour. They're doing a few more dates in Ireland, which me and JME ain't going to because to get there is just long. The costs, the expenses it's not really worth it. So we're not doing them dates. But they're back. I think they're back next week, and they've got 2 more dates in Edinburgh and Cambridge. So they're going to those dates.
Okay.
But yeah, I think we did about 10 to 12 dates throughout February. It's amazing, man. Obviously, you're playing to a variety of different people. When you're doing like the concert type stuff, it's more like the young girls, and then you got like the older guys at the back, older people sort of around the back and that. But when you do, we did student union dates as well. Obviously, that's an older crowd. Yeah. The London gig was amazing, but I was amazed because basically Jamie's doing the warm up. So that the doors open. They play music through the PA system for a while. Jamie comes out and does his show, then comes off. Then Example comes out and does his show, and then Tinchy's obviously headlining and does his show. So Jamie's on first, and he's doing like a pretty underground show. I mean, he starts out with Serious, does A War, he does Doing It Again and Where Your Own Garms, like in a little medley thing. He does Boy Better Know, that tune. What else did he do? He does Pick Up the Mic and Spray, and then he finishes with Too Many Man. So it's pretty, it's quite an underground set list. He's not doing like loads of singing, sweet commercial sort of tunes, man. But I was amazed at the love we got shown because the people were really enthusiastic for it. Like every show we did, they knew Too Many Man. He really fucking worked hard on the show and put a lot of energy into it. So we got a good response, man. So it was wicked. It's good fun.
Yeah, sounds good. Did it feel good to be up on stage at a concert with people that you've been through pirate radio with?
Yeah, do you know what, bruv? Like at the moment, all these people that are doing well at the moment. I've done sets with all of them at various different stages in their career. So like being on stage with JME is great, but seeing Tinchy, who used to come radio when I was on Rinse 7 years ago, headlining a tour around the UK is amazing as well. Like it's amazing for me. Like these guys having #1 singles. Chipmunk, his first legal radio appearance was on my show, and now he's had #1s. He's doing his own headline tour. Dizzy I used to see spitting on the Roll Deep show and Slimzy's show back in the day when I was first starting out on Rinse. So all these people that have come through this scene doing so well is a really good thing, man. I'm chuffed, man, and it's obviously nice. It's nice to be on stage with guys, but to be a DJ at a concert is a bit boring. I'll be honest with you. You're just pressing play and skipping, so I have to pretend I'm getting into it and all that shit. So.
Yeah. Do you feel that them two headlining tours right now? Do you think that proves that grime isn't dead at all?
Do you know what? When I see Russell come out and do Trying to Be Me, and the crowd going sick for it, and the energy. And that sort of thing, and then people going mad for Too Many Man and shouting Boy Better Know back when Jamie does that, and them screaming when Jamie comes out on stage to Serious. It sort of makes me realise that the talent pool from grime. Grime's always going to be that place where people come from that are good. Like whatever they end up doing, whether they end up doing some sweet boy commercial mainstream music, or if they do like the jump up dance tracks, or whether they stay doing grime, whatever they end up doing, like, you have to recognise that they're coming from this thing that we do. A lot of these, most of these guys are coming from this thing that we do. So, that's you can't say it's dead because, that's where everyone's coming from. It's just this country ain't really ready for the actual sound yet. But what it does make me realise is whatever people get played to in the daytime, that's what they recognise, that's what they respond to. So, if people heard a bit more grime, they probably like it a bit more. But for me, I'm excited because I see that people accept MCing from the UK again. It's legitimate now. It's not just bred in Americans now. Like you can actually MC like an Englishman and get respect for it. So that's something that excites me.
Yeah. Right, enough of the tour. Now, you got a new format. Your show's got a new format. How are you finding it?
It's difficult because obviously I've got to fit in almost as much good stuff as I used to get into 2 hours as I do now in an hour. And it's hard, very hard. You know, what we have been given after the huge amount of support from you guys on the online, you know, on the Facebook groups, on the forums, they've seen that response like, we want the 2 hours back. What they actually made them do is come up with this new show on a Friday night called The Chosen Ones, where they give every week a different genre of music, a 2 hour special. So, you know, the first one happened, it was Pioneer, and he had a funky takeover, dubstep one with Hatcher, DJ Hype did a drum and bass one. My one, you know, is this Friday, the 26th of February. You know, we're going to do what the people want to hear, which is 2 hours of sets. It's going to be 4 half-hour sets straight. Not me talking, not me playing tunes, just bars for 2 hours, because I know that's what people are missing from my hour slot. You know, I used to be able to do half-hour sets. Now it's sort of like 10, 15-minute freestyles. We're losing a bit of the sets. I want to bring that back. So that's what we're doing there. That's a good thing, and hopefully we see such a huge response for that online, people loving that so much that they start and go, well, maybe we should be incorporating that back into the show. You know, you never know, they might even give me back another hour. So that's my thoughts behind it.
And so, when did you say the first one will be for
The first one's February the 26th of March, and I don't know when the next one is after that. I think it's every 6 weeks, but don't hold me to that. I'm not sure.
Yeah. With it being an hour, do you get any artists, I could say, complaining to you that you're not playing enough of their tunes or anything like that because you're not able to fit everyone in?
I think everyone understands, to be honest with you. Like, nowadays, everyone's pretty professional, so they understand that, you know, before it was difficult fitting everyone in. So now I've got half the time, it's real damn difficult, and I have to keep the numbers up, I have to keep the interest there, I have to play the most well-known people in the scene. Obviously I still play stuff from people that are new and upcoming and exciting, but I've got half the time, so I'm going to play half as many of them. And you know, people do get missed out. Established people get missed out. I have to rotate, man. So you'll hear like 5 people every week, and the rest of it's on rotation. You know, and you know, I can only work with an hour, man. There's so much good grime artists out there that I can't even begin to fit them all into an hour, and that's a shame. But hopefully, you know, that will make people look at other DJs that are out there doing their thing as well, on the underground, on the pirates, on the net radios, and start appreciating them a bit more, because I think you guys out there on the pirates, on the internet radio, you know, you need to be the first point of call for these guys. They need to be respecting you and going straight to you with their tunes. And then once they've built up a fan base and they're a bit beta, then come to me, because I'm on Kiss. Kiss is a commercial radio, it's mainstream radio, you know, you need to be building up your fan base first. So the guys that just send me tunes and then they just air everyone else like Vectra and Spooky and Jawsy and, you know, Spyro even and Maximum, you don't even bother with those guys, you're not even bothering sending them tunes. You know, you're not going to get anywhere, because you need to be respecting these guys that are putting the work in every week on the underground.